My own father wants me to break my virginity because keeping myself for that long is not worth it. Yes, you heard me right. My own biological father is surprised that I am still a virgin at my age, and he is insisting that I break my virginity as soon as possible before I get married because he believes that my virginity is the reason why I am still unmarried at my age, and he's not happy about that. I know most African fathers will be proud of me if I tell them that I am still a virgin at age 32. But shockingly, my father is not happy that I am still a virgin. Right after my master's degree program, I got a job with the United Nations, so I've been traveling around the world for my job. Last year, I decided to take a break and came home because I've been on and off with one sickness or another, and that was when the topic of my sexuality came into the discussion. My dad was very worried because I'd been in and out of the hospital many times since I came home. Then my father finally popped the question which, according to him, he had wanted to ask me a long time ago. Then my father finally asked me, "My princess, have you been having unprotected sex because this illness of yours, I'm afraid it could be the deadly HIV/AIDS?" Immediately, I told my father that I'm still a virgin and I have not had sex with any man yet. Besides, people could contract HIV/AIDS through other means and not just through sex. So why that question? And I thought this man was going to praise me for still keeping my virginity till now since I'm not married yet. But no. He shouted so loud that I almost got scared. Then he went on to say, "How can you do this to yourself at your age?" He immediately commanded me to break my virginity as soon as possible in order to gain some experience about sex before I finally get married. Wow, I was so shocked at my father's concerns. You should have seen the shock written all over my face upon hearing that my own father was speaking those words to me. I felt like I was living in the dream world or I was living on another planet. How can my African father suggest such a thing to me, her own daughter? Then he continued, "My dear, most men in this present generation are already stressed about financial issues, mental health issues, and many other things. So most of them are no longer looking for virgins to marry, but rather experienced women to be with. So don't go out there and add your virginity stress to their already stressed life." I was totally shocked about what my own father was saying. At a point, I honestly thought that he was drunk. But when I got closer, there was no smell of alcohol from his mouth. So I asked myself, which group has this man joined lately? And what have they been discussing in that group? Because this is so unlike my father or the man that I used to know. And for that matter, an African father and my biological father, to say the least. In the past, about 3 men came to my family to express their interest to marry me, but none of those introductions ended up in marriage because I turned down their desire to get intimate with me first before they eventually marry me. Well, all of them said until they got intimate with me, they were not ready to settle down with me. And because those were not my principles, I walked away peacefully. My dad later asked me why none of those men didn't proceed to come to our family to discuss marriage like they had previously planned. And when I told him or gave him the reasons why they didn't come back, he looked completely disappointed, though he didn't say much. Now, I guess my father is worried about me because I am 32 years old now, and I'm not still married because of my stand on not having sex or having sex only in marriage, and he's still not having it. I still do not want to do it simply because my father has asked me to do it. I spoke to some elderly people about the subject, and to my surprise and disappointment, a lot of them also expressed the same sentiment just like my father did. They also said now virginity is no longer cherished like it was some 50 years ago. I was completely shocked. It was just a few people who still encouraged me to keep it until I get married. What has the world really gotten into now? Am I that old school, or things have completely changed that much? Besides, I'm not keeping my virginity to prove a point to anyone. It is just my personal conviction as a person, and that is all. Am I doing too much, especially in this generation where virginity is no longer cherished? How can I even convince my dad that I'm not keeping myself to prove being too special, but I am keeping myself because that is what I want to do as a person and not to please anybody in particular? Wow, what a story. But why would a father tell his own daughter this? Is the world that corrupt? Is the world so corrupt to the point where fathers cannot advise their daughters to follow the wrong path? Well, guys, what do you make of this story? Kindly leave your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section, and please kindly subscribe to the channel, and please do well to watch my other videos as well. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. It's bye, y'all.